Hello Culers, welcome to the channel. In this video, I will talk about the latest news concerning our club FC Barcelona. Just watch this video till the end without skipping to know everything in details. Before I proceed, just drop a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and select all. This will help me to continue my work. Barcelona's sporting director Deco praises Vitor Roque. A player who plays for Barcelona, regardless of his technical quality, must be brave, possess a strong personality, and not be affected by pressure, Deco told Mundo Deportivo. Vitor has that, he has a strong personality to face a challenge like playing for Barcelona at this age, he added. Vitor Roque's agent Andre Curry has affirmed that the young Brazil forward will play for Barcelona in January. The 18-year-old is expected to arrive in Barcelona on January 1st. And will most likely be available for selection for the subsequent match day. Accusations of bribery and corruption in the infamous Negreira case trial have taken center stage at Barcelona in recent weeks. The trial comes at an already arduous time for a club that has been battling the consequences of incompetent leadership and immense financial distress. One of the latest developments in the trial has been the charges laid on the Catalans, with the examiner, Judge Joaquin Aguirre, issuing an order in which he maintains that Barcelona's payments to Negreira would constitute bribery. The club had issued a statement reaffirming their innocence, and today, the program QT High Jukes has reported that Barcelona have officially appealed against this accusation. Less than a week remains before Barcelona return to action after the long international break. Once all players return to Catalonia, Xavi Hernandez's men will gear up to take on Athletic Club at Estadio Olímpic de Luis Companys on Sunday night. The clash against the Basque outfit, however, only marks the beginning of yet another grueling set of games for the team. This time, their calendar sees them engage in 6 games in a span of just 3 weeks. According to reports from Javi Miguel, Xavi Hernandez is aware that an important stretch of the season lies ahead of his men. The coming games will not only play a critical role in the league race, but could also virtually seal Barcelona's place in the UCL knockouts for the first time in 3 years. Training sessions and workloads will thus be intensified in the Catalan capital from here on. The Spanish journalist adds that there will be no rest day this week with 6 workouts planned for the players training at the club facilities. His primary aim is to boost the recovery of injured stars and ensure their availability at the earliest. While the training will resume with the sideline stars in the spotlight, the rest of the squad will join in after their respective international duties. According to transfer market specialist Fabrizio Romano, contrary to earlier reports that suggested that Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes has a Barcelona-specific clause in his contract, there is, in fact, no such mention in his new deal with the Premier League side. Interestingly enough, the 25-year-old does have a release clause in his deal, but for anyone to trigger an exit, they will have to pay €115 million, something that was mentioned in September. This means there are no special clauses in his contract. The Blaugranes are impressed with Joao Felix, as well, and have already agreed to a €80 million fee in writing with Atletico Madrid for his permanent transfer in 2024, as per a report by Sport. Barcelona, under severe financial distress, cannot pay that amount upfront to Atleti in the summer, and are considering 2 ways out of this problem. According to Mateo Moreto, Barcelona are among the clubs tracking the situation of Juan Miranda, whose current deal at Betis expires at the end of the season. The left-back, therefore, is eligible to sign a pre-contract agreement in the upcoming January transfer window. Journalist Helena Condis has affirmed that although Frenkie de Jong's recovery is going on track, his participation against Real Madrid in El Clasico is impossible. The former Ajax midfielder has been injured since September 23 when he picked a knock against Celta Vigo. Only a day later, the team confirmed that after necessary tests, the midfielder had been diagnosed with tibiofibular syndesmosis in his right ankle. Since his injury, the midfielder had been wearing an orthopedic boot before it was removed only a few days back. Regardless of that, though, the possibility of him playing against Real Madrid is next to impossible, while a certain Jules Koundé is ruled out as well. Slowly but surely, Barcelona players are starting to make their return from injuries as we brace ourselves for an important juncture of the season. Recent reports suggest both Pedri and Robert Lewandowski could be in contention to feature against Real Madrid, whereas Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal could make their returns sooner. However, one player who is still struggling to mark his return to the pitch is Raphinha, who had gone down with a hamstring injury last month. A recent report from Diario Sport has offered a rather damning update on the fitness of Raphinha. It appears the Brazilian has started a new stage of recovery, as he rushes to get back on the pitch. When the forward initially picked up the injury at the end of September, he was ruled out for a period of up to 4 weeks. Raphinha's injury will hit 4 weeks a day before El Clasico. But as of now, there are no indicators that the former Leeds United starlet might feature against Los Blancos. As a matter of fact, there is a fear of a potential relapse if Raphinha rushes his return to the pitch. That is why Barcelona are proceeding with utmost caution. Raphinha himself has acknowledged that he should not rush his return, although the forward is very much trying to shorten his deadline. As per Sport, a clearer update on Raphinha's fitness and his potential presence against Real Madrid can be available next week. Even if Raphinha becomes available, though, it will not be surprising to see the Brazilian only playing a bit-part role in El Clasico, as Barca look to avoid any potential relapse. A recent report from Diario Sport has issued an update on Pedri's fitness, suggesting that the midfielder is in the advanced stages of recovery. In fact, the Spaniard is likely to be called up for the Real Madrid clash, as he is merely a few steps away from gaining 100% fitness. There is one catch, however: despite nearing his full recovery, Pedri is still not in a position to complete the entirety of 90 minutes against Real Madrid. As such, the youngster is likely to feature as a second-half substitute against Los Blancos. At this point, though, Xavi will take anything he gets. According to a recent update from Catalunya Radio, at Tip FCB World, Robert Lewandowski could be in a position to feature against Real Madrid later this month. The star striker is gradually recovering from his ankle injury, and the ongoing international break has gone a long way in giving the player some valuable time to recover. If everything goes well, Lewandowski may feature against Real Madrid, though he is unlikely to be available in earlier matches against Athletic Club and Shakhtar Donetsk, respectively. That's all I have in this video. Just drop a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and select all. This will help me to continue my work. See you all in the next video.